Good afternoon. In times of great challenges, sometimes you have to regroup. It's not enough just to lift yourself up. You have to think about what you're doing, how you're doing it, and why you're doing it. You have to look at your successes, your failures, and then regroup, rehypothesize, and redesign your training program. I was thinking about that recently because as I watch you all struggle and sometimes succeed, not as much as you would like with your test, it's time to regroup and figure out what you're doing and how it's working and why it's working, but more importantly, if it's not working, what you need to do to correct it. Too often we're pulled by two different forces. There is the force of what we want to do, and then there's the force of what we need to do. So we have two different things. One is for good, and then one is still good, but it's more for enjoyment. So this may be one of those times where you have to focus on what you need to do as opposed to what you want to do. There was a great philosopher who talked about this, and he talked about it as if he were being pulled around the sun by two different chariots. One was pulling him one way, one was pulling him the other way, and he had to choose which way he wanted to be pulled. So I want you to choose. I want you to regroup. I want you to refocus on your successes, but more importantly, address what you're challenged with. What techniques are challenging you? What part of the pretest is challenging you? And for a lot of you, it's the sparring. It's the idea that you're going to have to actually spar during your test. So I want you to take a look at the Torch Club program I'm going to attach to this and put up on your Black Belt Academy website. Second, for some of you, it's simply doing the forms with distractions around you. So I want you to practice the forms, which is many distractions as you can find around you, and try to find a way to still do the form without making any mistakes. So don't watch what's going on around you, but more importantly, watch and think about what it is that you are doing. Because the greatest successes come from you and you doing what you need to do when you need to do it, despite what other people are doing around you. As I've told you many times, there were people that would distract me. There were things that would try to distract me. When I was actually getting ready to go in for my final match, there were competitors I had beat throughout the day during the Olympics who were telling the competitor I was about to face what he needed to do to beat me. So I could have been distracted by that, but instead I was focused on my success. I was focused on what I needed to do. I closed my eyes and I imagined myself winning. I imagined myself addressing the challenges that would face me as I entered the arena. And because I did that, I was successful, just as you will be. So challenge yourself to address the challenges you have currently trying to pass the pretest, and you will be ready. Don't forget to come in and see us so we can discuss your demo that you'll be doing during your actual testing ceremony, and more importantly, get fitted for your peak performance polo shirt, which we'll be giving you as well as a sweatshirt or a warm-up. Once again, congratulations on the steps you've made to get this far. We are certain that you will accomplish what you need to this year. This is a peak performance life skill presentation for our Black Belt Academy update, February 22nd, and we're going to focus on regrouping. Jack Welch, a very successful businessman, said, "In time you will discover that all failing really does is teach you something you needed to know so that you can regroup, stretch again with even more nerve." It's the idea that failing teaches you something that you missed and you may have to go back and refocus on. Pat Riley, a very successful basketball coach, said, "In attacking adversity, only a positive attitude, alertness, and regrouping to the basics can launch a comeback." So it's the idea that when this happens, you need to go back to the basics, refocus on those so that you can ensure success. Finally, the Dalai Lama said, "Unlike an external enemy, the inner enemy cannot regroup and launch a comeback once it has been destroyed from within." So once you destroy your worst enemy, which sometimes can be yourself, then you control yourself and they can never come back to defeat you. A great Chinese philosopher and teacher said, "Once I let go of what I am, I become what I might be." There is tremendous potential trapped inside of you if you are simply willing to understand that you can accomplish anything that you want to and release your superpower, which is you and your belief in you to do so. If you are stuck where you are today, based on your successes or your challenges, then you are stuck. But that's a personal choice. You trap yourself because you're not willing to defeat the person inside of you who's holding you back, which is you. Free yourself to understand that you will get better. You will get stronger. You will get smarter. You will get brighter. You will become more successful because you gain knowledge every day in what you need to do and how you need to do it. So free yourself to become who you might be by simply believing yourself and uplifting yourself with that belief. As I trained for the Olympics, I had many setbacks. There were many days that I did not have the result I wanted. There were many tournaments that I wanted to win in order to get there and sometimes didn't win. I didn't let those trap me. I let the belief that I could accomplish something, the idea that anyone can accomplish something if they put their mind to it, be my guiding principle. Every day, little by little, that was my daily belief. Patience, perseverance, and determination will win the day. The strongest athlete doesn't always win. The brightest athlete doesn't always win. It's the athlete who's willing to persevere. So use this idea. Don't worry about your performance in the last pre-test. Worry about what it revealed and you needed to work on so that you can better yourself. Focus on your challenges and make them better, and focus on your successes to uplift yourself. Trapped inside of you is a black belt waiting to be revealed, but more importantly, trapped inside of you is the most successful individual you will ever meet, you. You must believe in yourself before others will believe in you. The power of belief in yourself is the strongest thing that will bring you to greater successes. So believe in yourself, believe in yourselves like we believe in you, and let go of where you are today so that you can become the individual you might be tomorrow.